Hi everybody, I'm Tom and welcome to a Newb Improves, quite possibly the most optimistically named series on YouTube. Today we are playing Titanfall and yeah, lots to talk about. The numbers in the top right and top left corner, they will be gone next week, and I'm essentially right now, I recently installed some new hardware. It looks like I'm getting a solid 60 frames a second even when recording, so that's good. It doesn't feel like it so much. I don't know why, but like I keep getting stuck on scenery, the wall jumps don't seem to be working properly, and there seems to be a bit of lag when going one-on-one with people, and yeah, all sorts of things like that, but hopefully that's just my imagination and things will sort themselves out. Yeah, I also one of the reasons that I feel like it's not so good is that I'm using the R97 submachine gun, and I don't think I like that weapon very much, to be honest. It feels like in order to get any accuracy whatsoever, you need to aim down the sights, and that just makes you really slow and vulnerable, and it's not really a weapon I can use all that easily. So yeah, there's that. But my kill to death ratio has absolutely tanked. I think it's somewhere hovering around 0.9 at the moment. I'm not going to show a KD for this episode. Something else I'm not going to show for this episode is the death messages. I used to kind of put up some pop-ups every time I died with a, maybe, I guess the best way to describe it is the reason for death. I'm not going to do that this episode. Maybe not for the next few episodes. I want to get my channel get a few episodes ahead on that, and once I do that, I'll be able to focus on getting some better quality artwork and stuff like that, and make things look a lot nicer. So yeah, regen to generation 3. One challenge was the R97, which I've actually finished now. I finished that since recording this. So I've kind of switched to the shotgun now because I really liked the shotgun when I was using it before. And part of the regen requirements, apart from the carbine, part of the regen requirements were deadman satchel charges. You've got to get so many pilot kills with satchel charges, which I'm actually doing a lot better on than I thought. I thought I would just struggle so much to get those, but it's progressing nicely. Most of the time it's kind of blind luck. I'll chuck out a satchel charge every now and again and detonate it, and sometimes I get a kill and sometimes I don't. Most of the time I don't. So that's interesting. I haven't got the Dead Man's Trigger yet. I don't think I have. I haven't seen it pop up, but I'll have to have a look at that and see if I have, because the Dead Man's Trigger is a pilot tactical ability, which essentially detonates your satchel charges when you die, which is going to be very useful because so often I end up just throwing one out and then dying straight away. Other regen requirements are to do with the Titan plasma railgun. I think that's the one. Which was a really weak weapon at first, but oh, there was someone else following me there. I've watched that 2 or 3 times now, and I didn't spot that before. But yes, the plasma railgun started out as a really weak weapon, and it's actually become stronger. I unlocked something which halves the damage on it and makes sure that all the shots are pre-charged, and that's just helped massively. I mean, even though it's half the damage, the charge time, in the time it takes to charge a single full powered shot, you can get multiple half charge shots off, so it's really worth using that, I think. And another one just increases the ammo capacity, which is also very good. I think it increases the ammo capacity. I know I got that for the R97. But yes, and the personal goals I set for myself for this recording session is kind of twofold, actually. The first challenge is I shouldn't reload automatically after getting a kill. Mainly because if I do that, then it could get me killed, and it has got me killed so many times when I've killed someone, I've started reloading, and then someone else has come along and I can't kill them because I'm reloading. So yeah, that's the first challenge. Don't reload automatically. Maybe look around for something else to kill, some grunts or spectres or whatever, or even other pilots to kill. And the other thing is, if you run out of ammo while fighting someone, don't reload, just switch your weapons, which I'm really bad at doing. I know I'm really bad at doing that, and I've known that for a while, and I've actually planned to do it as a goal for a while, but I haven't done it because I've known it's going to be difficult. It's one of those things. It happens so infrequently that I actually run out of a clip while fighting someone that it's going to be really difficult to practice. But at the same time, it does happen often enough that it's a big thing that I need to change and will save my life so many times once I get the hang of it. I keep detonating those satchel charges too close to me. I need to learn not to do that. And the other thing is, quite often they don't go where they're supposed to go, and I've got to learn to notice when that happens, because I have been trying to throw them over the edge and it gets caught on the edge, and that doesn't work at all. So yeah, several things there. Yeah, I have been noticing that, well, from the looks of it, it's recording at a steady 60 frames per second. I don't know if I've said this already, but I'll say it again. It looks like it's recording at a solid 60 frames per second, so I can now try and increase the resolution, increase the graphic settings, and see what it takes to make it drop a bit. And just go one notch below that, so hopefully there's going to be better quality footage in the future. I've been messing with my recording settings to try and get it the absolute best quality possible, so that's good. Yeah, I tend to go up here because I know that snipers like to hang out there, and as you can see, that's definitely a sniper. So yeah, just always good just to head out there. And certain maps I will do the same thing almost every single match right at the beginning, because there's good ways to get kills and there's good ways to die on certain maps. Like I said, on this map, going up there is good because you can take apart the snipers. Which one is it? I can't remember which one it is. There's Overwatch or something like that. Outpost. I don't know. It's basically the one with the big hole in the middle that you can drop down and. I swear that hit the wall then. Yeah. It's got a big hangar type area in the middle, and most people will go there right at the beginning of the match, and that is a very, very good way to die because there's so much gunfire going on. And so what I tend to do, and what a lot of other people I've noticed doing, is just going off to one side a bit and going onto the roof. Sometimes there's people on the other team who go onto the roof, and it can be an easy kill if you're quick enough. Or you can then drop down into the fight in a better position than just running straight in from the side. And yeah, there's all sorts of good things you can do from that position. You can even go right across the roof and drop in behind lots of people. You can go take out some snipers who tend to hang back a bit. So yeah, I tend to do that, and there's lots of other things that I do. Something I have learnt, you won't see me doing it this match because I haven't quite gotten the hang of it yet, is basically I was watching a Titanfall live stream, and the person streaming it said quite casually, if you crouch when you're in your Titan, it's a lot quicker to exit it. So if there's someone rodeoing you, just crouch before you try and exit and it'll go a lot better. Which I had no idea about. It probably taught me in training or something, and I just missed it, but either way I'm going to definitely try and get that sorted out. Pretty much because it's going to say, well, it's not too often, but occasionally you get a very decent pilot who knows how to deal with electric smoke. And in that specific situation, it's always good to know how to deal with them when you've used your smoke on them once and they're still on the back because they jumped off until it ran out. That guy's gone. I guess someone else maybe took him out. Yes. So I'm learning so much, even though I've been playing Titanfall for a fairly long time now. I'm still learning an awful lot, and I'm going to keep on learning because I still suck at it. I'm getting a lot better, but I still suck at it. I've been learning how to deal with Titans as a pilot a lot better now. Because I think it was last episode I said that I had no idea how to deal with them. And I have been doing a lot better. I've been kind of finding interesting ways to hide and interesting ways to deal with them. And I've changed the weapon I use. I think it was the arc cannon that I was using before. And I'm using the mag launcher now, which is a lot more efficient. Yeah, in this fight I just decided that I was just going to do as much damage as possible. I don't know what it is, but recently I've been finding that Titans are doing a huge amount of damage to me before I can do much to them. I know it doesn't help when I'm going on them kind of 1 versus 2, but it still seems very much like I'm kind of ineffective. I guess part of it is the railgun, because my accuracy on that is kind of bad. And when I say kind of bad, I mean really bad. Especially when I'm moving about. Which, as you can imagine, when I had to charge up the shot, wasn't very good at all. Yeah, so there's that. If you look at the score, they've got almost twice the score that we have, and that seems to be a trend recently. I mean, the matchmaking's always been bad, but now it seems like it's even worse, even compared to what it was. Like, they've got 1 person less than us, and they're still 100 points higher. It's just kind of ridiculous. I mean, I can understand maybe 50 points, but if you're regularly in a match where you've got more than 50 points, then you've got some problems with the matchmaking. And I have been finding up to 150 points difference, and it's just no fun to play those games because it's quite obvious that several members of their team are a lot better than members of my team, mainly me. But it is not just me. Like, I mean, there I had 63 points and I was the top rated person, and 62 was the middle player on their team, which basically means that their average or their median score was better or almost as good as our best score. And I don't know, it's maybe because there's less people on when I'm playing, or it may be because they've had connection issues, or maybe they're just trying something new and it isn't quite working. But yeah, it's getting to the point where it's just no fun at all to play anymore. And I hope it improves, I really do, because it is a tremendously fun game, and if I was getting put into fair matchups where I wasn't feeling like I had to play my absolute best just to become average. Yeah, if that wasn't the case, then I would just play it for ages. Like, I'll probably be playing this several years in the future, but right now it's just not all that fun. I can never seem to find people. Like, sometimes I spot people and that's fine, but a lot of the times I get hit by someone right in front of me and I just literally haven't seen them. Maybe if I can get this up to 1080p and still 60 frames a second, then I'll start seeing people a bit better, but at the moment I'm just having a really hard time with it. Like, I didn't see them at all up there. Something else. I was going to say something else. These guys kind of working very well together. There's a guy with a smart pistol. And I kind of knew I wasn't going to get out of that, but I was determined to get the kill before I did. I don't know, I think I should go over some of my old videos and just double check that I haven't kind of forgotten some of the techniques I have been using. Because that may be it. I may have just kind of, in the time that I was fixing my computer and unable to play, I may have just forgotten pretty much everything that I learned, and I'm just playing badly because I am playing badly. But we shall see, we shall see. I'm using the cluster missile, or cluster bomb, I guess. Can I activate the damage? No. There we go. Yeah, I'm using the cluster bomb. It is a lot better at dealing with pilots that you can't see, and it's actually a very good weapon if you can get it to hit in the right place. I'm not very good at getting it to hit in the right place. I need to start aiming at the ground more instead of aiming at the Titans, I think. But other than that, it's just really fantastic. It just explodes and then keeps on exploding and does huge amounts of damage.
I recommend a tactical withdrawal.
I changed my Titan OS voice. That's a new thing. Well, it's not a new thing, it's a new thing for me. I didn't bother before, but I decided to set it to Jeeves. I think you can buy it in the black market as well, so maybe I'll try that. I know there's some foreign languages, like Japanese and what other ones? Japanese, Spanish, Italian, or something. Who knows? Something I have gotten better at is not killing myself with my own eject. If you watch there, then you'll see I actually looked up before I ejected to make sure I wasn't going to hit anything. This is actually a perfect example of the lag I think I'm experiencing. It looked like I was far enough away that his jump kick shouldn't have hit me, and it did hit me, and I lost the matchup because of it. I don't know if that's just my imagination, like maybe it's a longer range than I thought or something like that, but I don't know. Yeah, lots and lots to kind of think about before I do next week's episode. And I'll be doing next week's episode probably either tomorrow or later on tonight, because I want to get ahead and I don't feel like doing anything else. Something which has been annoying me recently is I've noticed that 2 or 3 times I've had an enemy, a friendly Titan, walking near my Titan as I've been trying to get into it, and I've been hitting the Enter Titan button, but it actually radios the friendly Titan instead of letting me get into mine. Which you would think that context sensitive, if I'm pressing the Enter Titan button, then what you want to be doing is doing the get into Titan context more than the radio context, but it seems like it prefers the radio over the Enter Titan. Yeah. See, this match was very close. This was only 20, 30 points between us, which that's fine. I don't mind that at all. Execution before I die there. But when it's kind of anything more than about 50 points, it just doesn't feel like an even match-up, and that's just very, very frustrating. Especially, I think the other day, it was disconnecting a lot. Yeah, that's an example of how ineffective the submachine gun is when you don't put down the sights. Yeah, so wrapping up, please like, comment, subscribe and so on, and until next time, don't feed the trolls.